Mm-hmm. Oh, I just ate lemon zest by accident. Greetings, tomato babies, and welcome back to this, my YouTube channel. I'm Emily Duncan, and this is a place where I cook sometimes. Today is going to be one of those times. Today we'll be making some vegan blueberry scones. This is a recipe that I actually make all the time. If you've seen me on Epicurious, you probably know that I am lactose intolerant. And so I go out searching for baked goods that I can eat without having to take a bunch of lactate pills. And this is one of them. This is actually one of my favorite recipes. I do this pretty much every other weekend, and so I thought I would share it with you and that maybe you would like it too. If you want a non-vegan version, you could easily do that by doing regular butter and regular milk, or heavy cream is actually probably preferred for scones, but today we're using non-dairy butter and oat milk. All right, so first things first, we are going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Big. And now we're gonna just start making our scones. The first thing we're gonna do is mix our dry ingredients together. Now that is flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. We have all-purpose flour. I like to open the bag over the bowl so that if some pours out by accident, it's already just in the bowl, it's a good thing. All right, so 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, into the bowl. I also have sprinkled a little flour pretty much everywhere in the process. Okay, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. This is pretty light on sugar actually, but they turn out very tasty, I would say. There's gonna be 2 tablespoons of sugar. There will be 2 tablespoons of sugar. Because of the pandemic, there have been times when we couldn't get the regular versions of things that we use, so we ended up with this bag of sugar. I'm not like a always buying bags of sugar, organic sugar person. It was just the sugar that was available. Also, not that there's anything wrong with being into organic sugar. And last thing is half a teaspoon of salt. Great, and then I'm just going to give these a quick mix just to combine them. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could, in theory, sift these together, and that would probably do some like baking magic that I've never fully understood, but I don't. But you can if you want to. I mean, if you're the kind of person who sifts together dry ingredients, please go for it. But why start now if you're not? You know what I mean? Oh, I did not put an apron on. I am playing on the edge. You know what? All right, okay, so dry ingredients mixed together. The next thing I'm going to do is bring in my cold Smart Balance. This is not butter, it is a non-butter, butter-like spread. 5 tablespoons of this, and I'm gonna use 2 forks to sort of break it up as I put it in. You use your 2 forks to break up now the butter pieces into even smaller pieces. You know what I feel like? I feel like a little bug.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, there's something this reminds me of, and it's being a housefly in my previous life. As a housefly. It's like a coarse crumb in the end, and I am almost there. And here's what it looks like. It kind of looks like breadcrumbs now, right? Can you see that? Yeah. And we are ready to move on. So, coarse crumbs, I'm now gonna add a cup of already cleaned and washed blueberries. I've just, picked off any little leaves, any stems, anything like that, give them a rinse, and they're ready to just go right in here. Very gently folding this, because you don't want to break up your blueberries too much. There we go, blueberries are in. All right, so the next step I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create a little well in the middle of this, and then I'm gonna pour in my cup of oat milk. It says shake well. Fold my dry ingredients and my wet ingredients together very gently. I'm going to toss in a half teaspoon of vanilla extract and some lemon zest. Just trying to get a little bit of zest in there. Lifts it, you know? It's probably like half a teaspoon of lemon zest, roughly speaking. Lemon zest in. And now I'm gonna finish folding these guys together. My flavorings added. All right, this is looking pretty darn good. I'm gonna use my cup and I'm just gonna do like half a cup, a third to a half a cup for each scone. All right, and we have 10 scones ready to go. And now we wait 15 to 20 minutes. And let's see how we did. Beautiful. Now that's what I call a vegan scone. Scones are looking very delicious, and I'm just going to use my flipper to very carefully and not at all indelicately remove them from this pan and get them cooling off. Now, if you were looking to get fancy, you could get much more specific with the amounts of batter and get a more even cook and also more even sizing on your scones, but I don't do that because I find this to be fine. I don't mind a little individuality among my scones, you know what I mean? Last one. Look at that, that looks beautiful. I love when the, I don't know why I love when the blueberry juice drips down like that. I think that looks really pretty. And it tastes great. All right, so these guys are gonna cool down for a second, and then we will give them a taste test. All right, while I wait for these to cool off, why don't I get out of this apron? Apron gone. So what was your day like today? What do you say, scones? We're young and alive. What? All right, let's dig into these scones. All right, so blueberry vegan scones done, ready for taste test. Here is the bottom, here is the top, here is the side, and I'm gonna eat it. Oh, great. Tastes great with a little bit of lemon zest. It is wild how sweet they are considering that it's only 2 tablespoons of sugar. The berries help with that. Something neat about these is you can actually do them with just about any berry, and you can change the flavoring up. I've done like strawberry and almond. Just whatever you've got in the house will work. Or raspberry and almond, I guess, and strawberry and like basil are the ones I've tried. And of course blueberry. But you can do anything. Have fun with it. Just, you know, get the basic dough ready and then add whatever you like. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Emily. I highly recommend these very tasty scones. Just kidding, you can have one. I'll see you soon. I'll be back very soon with more content. Yeah, Dan says they're good. I'm telling you, this is like a tasty animal-free scone. All right, have a great day. Miss you already. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you like the video. Don't give us a thumbs down if you didn't. Don't tell me, I don't want to know. And I hope to see you around the channel soon.